Welcome to this Perl tutorial. In this episode I will try to explain what scalar variables are. Then I will show you how to use them in your programs. At last, there will be an example program showing the use of variables. With the use of a variable, you signalize your computer it should reserve a part of your RAM. This process is called defining a variable. Variables are used by programmers to store and process information. In most languages, depending on the information you want to store, you have to use a specific variable type. For example, to store a number, you have to use a byte, an integer, or a long integer, depending on the size. If you want to store a string, you have to use a character or a string variable. In Perl, you don't have different variable types. Depending on the context you use the variable in, Perl will act differently. Variables are marked by a $sign, followed by its name. You can call it as you wish, as long as it's just one combined word. There are a few rules to follow when choosing the name. You can't add any special characters, like commas, points, or so on. Also, you can't use numbers as variables. But you can use underline characters to combine words, so that they are technically one. Just so that you know, there also exist a number of Perl-specific variables, but they shouldn't concern you for now. When naming your variables, you should use understandable names. $nice idea sounds fun, but it doesn't really tell you what the variable does. I give my variables a name that shows where and how I want to use it. For example, $main_store_result means that the variable can be found in the main part of the program and stores a result. Discipline while programming saves you from hours of "what did I do there?" sessions. After we established what variables are, we can get to the using part. When you want to calculate something, you just have to use the typical signs, as you can see on the screen. The only special sign that needs some explanation is a $sign. It is a modulus operator. With this operator, you tell Perl to calculate the rest of a division. As an example, the modulus of 7 divided by 3 is 1. Because 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1, the rest is 7. For now, that is all you need to know. I add a link to the description where you can find out mathematical operators for Perl. Perl has a number of operators for the working with texts, but for the start you will just need the point operator. With this, you combine two texts into one new text. Here it doesn't matter if it is a number or a word you have stored, Perl will just handle it as if it was a text. The other commands, like the famous regular expressions or more special commands, we will discuss in a later video. At last, let's develop a little program to test the new commands. First things first, we need the standard useStrict and useWarnings. Then we define 4 variables: first number, second number, result and text. We should also initialize our variables. The next step is to make all calculation we can. Each calculation will be stored in result, combined with a description, text and printed. This isn't really an efficient program, but it gives you hopefully an expression on how to work with variables. Let's compile it. There are our results. You can check them if you want. I trust my programming skills. The script can be found in the description below. Thank you for listening. Please like or dislike so that I can improve future content. Also, follow my Twitter for updates on the show. Have a nice day.